I think that's actually a great idea. I think if the Fringe could accomplish that, a stay-at-home convoy, which they could not enforce martial law, what are you gonna do? Oh my gosh, truckers, please stay home for as long as it takes to get Mark Carney out of here. Can we do that? The Fringe. I realize I haven't come on here and actually done one of these videos talking about what went into the writing and creation of this song. And I have been asked, and I thought, okay, that's a good opportunity to really break this down. So I wrote it when I was still living in Windsor, right next door to where the Crown Royal factory is, and it's the heart of the automotive industry. I had just worked the provincial election and the federal election, both in advanced polls and regular polls, as a supervisor. I got very well acquainted with the political scene, candidates, process, all that sort of stuff. I had to do the same training over and over and over, and I'm a pretty competent person, so I was given a lot of responsibility. So I very much was in the heart of what was happening on a federal level, so to speak. All of the things that everybody was talking about, I was watching. Problem was, I was a staunch conservative only because that's where I see the truth lying. If that pendulum swung, I would feel differently. Right now, it's a much bigger problem. I also lived with a hard left-wing person who had a poli-sci degree that was often used as a weapon. If you know, you know. Love you, buddy. I really got well acquainted. On top of that, as I was living in the heart of it, everything that was happening in Toronto was trickling down into London and then into Windsor, which meant a lot of immigration, a lot of crime, a lot of drugs, and a lot of homelessness. I had my stuff stolen from me. I was waking up and walking outside to a pile of needles, crack pipes, paraphernalia, everything that you could think of. And, you know, watching people actively do drugs, having to walk inside of my apartment because people were actively smoking crack in the alley below me. I've seen the streets in Vancouver. I've driven down those fentfold roads. I've been in homes in Chilliwack where children are privy to conversations about drug deals and paying drug dealers that live next door. I have seen the soft white underbelly. I've traveled all across this country in the last few years. I've gotten acquainted with every side of our societies and our humanity. On a personal level, I write books about how to bring us out of this stuff and into where we need to go as a human race. And I don't know why I think I know. I don't. I just have a unique perspective that I tend to share. I feel like there can be some benefit. The whole time I've been watching the political scene, all I can see is the things that they're not acknowledging. We're paying them. It's our money. We hire them. We're the bosses. What are they doing? How dare they have the audacity? But then you see the schemes and the way that they infiltrate it onto their masses, and it's unfathomable that people can't see this, that people aren't awake to this, but here we are. Again, I always watch patterns of behavior across all different things all the time. And one thing I see all artists doing is trying to ring the bell. But they always have been. But these things that are being exposed right now and are coming to light are things that have been there for like hundreds of years. It's just been this thing that we've been indoctrinated into without knowing it. And it's a very tough veil to finally break fully through the other side. But that's what's happening. And then you're watching the last squeals of the demons trying to hold on to whatever stronghold they still have over the masses, which is dwindling by the day. And I could see that. I wanted to show people the power of the convoys again. Understand that if we all band together for a common cause, we can do anything. If cancel culture taught you anything, that statement is what it should have taught you to be true. If we all come together, and if you listen, you hear it across everybody who's got big platforms that's trying to spread truth. You hear the same theme. We have to come together because it doesn't matter what it is that we all decide on. We just have to decide on something. We're in charge. They have us totally fooled. They've got this whole crazy MK Ultra program implemented on the masses. And right now there are people like me who feel this sense of duty, because in a war against truth and narratives, the weapon against that is spreading more truth and just waking people up more and more and more. So I have this great love for humanity and I want to help. The only thing that I can break it down into is just waking more people up. And if that means the 1,300 people I have on Instagram, or however many on Facebook, 2,300 on YouTube, I have a sense of duty to speak to all of you, to say this is not a you and I fight. This is the part of the Avatar movie where they're flying around on the big bird trying to go around to all the tribes to wake everybody up to the bigger fight. That's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing. That's what so many people are doing. I don't have a big platform. I wish I did. Honestly, when I watch my favorite people, my favorite influencers, I'm envious of what the platform that they have to do this. Like, I'm super grateful for all of you right now. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anything, but man, I wish I could speak to more people. That's all I want. I don't have an ego. All this is wasted on me. No, I'm just joking, but I'm grateful, but I just want people to understand where I'm coming from. And when it comes to the Fringe, again, coming back to the point of the truckers and the convoys, there are so many people out there, and I have the conversations all the time. The people out there who will deny the power of what that did. What I saw is that created a trickle effect across all the other countries. And guess what? We stomped it. Convoy 2026, let's go. It doesn't have to be convoys. Look at Italy, look at Ireland. They're showing you examples of everybody getting together, because it's happening already. It's already happening. So just take stock. You just stop going to work. If truckers just stayed home until Mark Carney was out of here, I think maybe we're onto something. Don't even have to drive into Ottawa. Then what are you gonna do? I think that's actually a great idea. I think if the Fringe could accomplish that, a stay-at-home convoy, which they could not enforce martial law, what are you gonna do? Oh my gosh, truckers, please stay home for as long as it takes to get Mark Carney out of here. Can we do that? Can we shut down logistics for as long as it takes to put Pierre Poilievre in? Can we? I think we should try. And I want the Fringe playing in the background the whole time. Please and thank you. That's all. That's all I want.